Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pressing Matters. I'm Scott. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for your support. About a month ago, I made a video called System Update in which I showed you several products that are coming in for review, not only for the Pressing Matters, but for the pages of Audiophilia, the online journal for the series Audiophile. One of the products in that video is the beautiful Perpetuum Ebner PE 6060 turntable. I've had it in-house for about a month, and today I wanted to give you a first look at it and show you the ease of setup and my first impressions of this beautiful turntable. I want to thank the publisher of Audiophilia, Anthony Kershaw, and the distributor of Perpetuum in North America, Angie Lisi of American Sound in Canada, for getting me this unit for review. Perpetuum Ebner is not a name that's familiar to most audiophiles, I think. However, the Perpetuum Ebner name goes back, way back, to 1911, when Perpetuum started their first factory in the Black Forest area of Germany. Over the decades, they had a couple of significant mergers, one with a company called Ebner, and the turntable became known as the Perpetuum Ebner. It was very popular in Europe. In the 1970s, they had a merger with Dual. So most of us know the Dual brand from the 70s, and many of those turntables are still in use today. Today's Perpetuum Ebner line comprises 5 turntables. 4 are belt drive models. The PE 6060 is the top belt drive model, and there is a direct drive model directly above that, that is the PE 7070. When I first saw the advanced pictures of the Perpetuum Ebner lineup, I was immediately drawn to the black and wood versions. And I'm so glad that Angie Lisi saw fit to send me the PE 6060, which features a gorgeous plinth with a darker wood and black finish that's just breathtaking. In the pictures, when you see it in person, it's stunning. Everyone who's seen this turntable that's come into my listening room has remarked on how gorgeous it is. Getting this turntable set up is a breeze. This is a great turntable for someone who does not like to fuss. Fuss with cartridge alignment, fuss with anything. It's so simple, anyone could do this. And the instructions are very clear and precise. First of all, just level the surface it's going to be on. Place the hefty wooden plinth on the surface. There are 3 feet to adjust rather than 4, so it makes it a little more simple to get the correct level. I leveled the plinth first, and then I leveled the platter afterwards. Once you get the plinth leveled, just take a look at the top of the plinth and you'll see 3 triangles with screws in them, and those screws need to be removed. They are for transport only. And once the screws are removed, the suspension is free to move. You'll notice once those screws are removed that the bearing and the tone arm pillar move in unison, so they are completely independent from the plinth. The rest of the setup is extremely simple. Just place the subplatter into the oilless bearing and get that settled in. Then loop the ribbon style belt around the pulley and the lower part of the subplatter. A couple of rotations and it's found its correct spot. Everything on this turntable is beautifully machined. And when you see the platter spinning, there were a couple of times when I said, wait a minute, I turned this on, why isn't it spinning? It's so precise, you don't even see it spinning from the side. That's how good it is. The plinth comes pre-mounted with a PE 2018 tone arm, which is very beautiful in black and carbon fiber finish. The arm is outfitted with an Ortofon Quintet Black S cartridge, which sports a nude Strabata stylus. I'm so glad that this is set up at the factory because I don't like setting up Strabata styluses. They are very picky, and to Perpetuum Ebner's credit, they got it right on point. I checked it with my technician Osvaldo Martinez at Let There Be Sound, and he said they got it spot on. It's perfect. So that was great. So this is a great turntable for people that don't want to fuss too much with settings. Really, the only thing you need to do is set the cartridge weight once you get it set up. And to that end, they include a digital stylus force gauge. It's very simple. Just rest the stylus on the gauge, and if you find it needs to be a little bit heavier or lighter, you can just turn the counterweight, and that's it. Anti-skate is set at the factory, but if you wish to set it, you can turn the dial that's on the tone arm to make it pull forward or backward with a little more strength. But I didn't find it needed any adjustment. Tone arm height is set at the factory, although it can be moved up and down via set screws on the tone arm pillar. Speed control is interesting because I decided to check it with a stroboscope disc. It was slightly off, but the Perpetuum Ebner turntable allows for you to fine-tune both 45 and 33. This is something that I was used to with the VPI ADS controller, which is a more advanced, technically type of unit, but it's really nice that Perpetuum has provided these controls to zero in on the absolute speed. So those are controlled by two knobs in the back of the plinth. So that's very simple to do. The Perpetuum comes with an RCA cable that has the ground wire embedded within its woven sheath. And I thought this was really nice. And when I had it set up and actually listened to a pre-check, there was no hum, there was no buzz, there was no nothing except the slightest hiss when you put your ear up to the speaker. And how rare is that? Yes, they really thought about this cable, and of course you can upgrade it if you wanted to, but I didn't feel any need to. It was perfect in my system. I think for ease of use and joy of operation and the sound, the PE6060 looks very promising. Everything that I've listened to so far, which has been classical, jazz, and rock, has come across extremely well. Very comparable to my reference setup. And in some ways, it was surpassing it when the VPI Scout had the Hanna ML on it. However, 2 weeks into this, the Hanna ML was removed and the $4,000 Phasmation PP500 went on to the Scout. So I suspended comparisons for the time being. This brings both of these turntables up to about the same price level. So I will do some comparisons at some point. But so far I'm loving the sound on the Perpetuum Ebner turntable, and every time I look at it I'm in love. So those are my thoughts on the beautiful Perpetuum Ebner turntable. Let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, I'm Scott for the Pressing Matters. Have a great day.